What's up, everybody? Jordan from Team PCD here, with top 16 competitor.
What up? Dante here. Just got to top 16 at YCS Orlando, playing Fiendsmith Ryzeal. So I guess I'll get into it.
All right.
Let's do standard stuff here: 3, 3, 3, and the rare node just to make a statement.
God, yes.
And then Fiendsmith cards. The best cards to like bait out a board and play through stuff before you do your full combo with the Ryzeals. Good stuff. Hand traps. Of course, maining these. Always shotgunning in draw phase, like playing around talents. When talents rip hits, like, yeah, it's very costly. So always draw phase. Unless your hand like can get talents, which is rare. It does come up. 3 Ash, 3 Veilers, generic stuff. Then for the Bestials, I just played 1, 2, 2. Yeah, it never really came up where it was like I needed to summon both on the same turn. The Druis is just far better than the Baldrake. You don't need that. Oh, and then for traps, 3 Imperm, of course. It did kind of conflict. There was times where I'd like side some out or whatever. Like if I knew the Bestials were good in the matchup, I'd like side one out, or maybe, you know, just so I don't like, you know, when you play into the mirror match, if you Bestial first thing and then your Imperm's dead, it just feels terrible, which happened once, but I still won. And then spells, 3 Bonfire, the 2 talents, and the 1 called by. Yeah, if you draw these, get hand trapped, you're winning probably like 90% of the time. There's one time I drew like both of them together against the guy that I played round 12 the Swiss, and then he just now beat me in top 16, so feels bad, but he got me back, I guess, so that's fair. Oh, and then the field spell,
Of course.
and then that's the 40 card deck, but then you gotta slap in 3 more cards. Main deck, Metaltronus. Shout out to dude behind the camera. He told me not to play Nib, play this instead. So
How was this card?
yeah, this is the card of this event right now, like, or of the format pretty much for now. Like the fact that you just like hand trap the Fiendsmith stuff, and then this just takes care of everything else, or like. Even against Malice, it's basically just like an Imperm. You summon the aggregator, and then you can like wink that away and negate something else. What else? Summon, was it Cryptor, the guy, the Link 3 with 25?
Yeah.
2500 Dark. You can summon the Druis Worm, which I did, to negate it, which is pretty cool. There's just like a whole lot of applications. Like one of my losses was because the guy, like I had him down to where I knew like 2 out of 3 cards in his hand, and then he like Metaltronus the sword that I had left on the field, and was able to extend, keep playing. Like, so it's like an extender and a board breaker, which is insane.
So what's the main deck count?
43.
43.
Yeah, it's okay to go over 40 in this deck because you got breaks. So
Fair enough.
yeah.
What's that extra deck looking like?
Extra deck is like literally standard. I mean, there's literally. I don't think you can really deviate in this extra deck. You got the Fiendsmith stuff. Like if you're cutting anything out of here, you're crazy. The Ryzeal stuff, that, and then these guys. Yeah, I mean you could maybe cut this because I only made it like once or twice. But it's cool to like if you sometimes you'll have. Like ice gets negated and you have a Bestial and you have the sword in hand, you just like banish the other set card, which is probably Imperm, and then special sword, and like just win from there.
Word.
So that's like I think the main time it comes up. Side deck, I sided 3 Meows. I don't know, this card is good. It's good. Don't get me wrong, especially against Malice, I think you have to play it. I can't really think of another card that you'd play, but I know only got it off like one time, maybe twice. against Malice, and then against the Mitsurugi guy, I got like a draw off of it. So I mean, it usually will get you a draw. So I think it's arguably could be Perulia, but Malice is just so strong. I think you just have to play it. So yeah, and then of course Valencia.
God, yes.
And then side 3 Slayer, which, yeah, this is also really good into the Malice board with the Fiendsmith stuff. It's good into the mirror match. Like, the only time it's not good is like when they just go Mitsurugi plays and then this is just in your hand, which I don't think happened. Like maybe one time this card was dead today. I didn't draw it all too often, but when I did, it was good.
Then hit him with it.
Oh my goodness. And this sided all the Solemns.
How are these cards?
Yeah, these were insane. This is the only reason that I made it to top 16 right here, because every game 3 I'd like draw one of these or a couple of these. Like, yeah, they're really solid.
They're really solemn.
Yeah.
They're really solemn.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much to say. It's solemn. It's strike, like solemn strike, solemn judgment. What can you say?
Hell yeah.
Cards are good. So I thought it was nice having a really clean side deck today. The side patterns were like, you don't got to think like at all. Every matchup I was done siding in like 30 seconds. So
Word, man.
Yeah.
Well, cool, dude. Well, man, congratulations.
One of your shout-outs.
Any shout outs you want to give?
yeah, let's shout out, I guess, Ryan, because we've been in the tank for like, I don't even know, like a month or something. Shout out Jordan, because like when I ran my deck profile past him like a day or two before the event, he was just like, throw all that out the window and just play this.
Like, here, take this.
And I'm glad I did it because it worked out. Like, he told me about the main deck Tronuses and the Judgments. And at first I was just like, man, taking out Nib, like, dude, I've been relying on that card this whole format. And then I just like slept on it, and the next day I was like, yeah, no, this is the list, like, just stick with this. And let's see, shout out, I mean, PCD, all the guys back home, Dylan, Dak. Shout out Anthony Vang, because he was helping with my deck profile too, but then but that was like before we freaking altered the crap out of it, but he still helped. Is there anyone I'm forgetting? I don't know. Shout out all the boys right
shout
here.
out all the boys.
obviously.
Shout out the room. Shout out the
Give me
room.
that camera for a second. Shout out to Jordan right here.
Yes, sir. All right,
Cool, man.
yeah. First YCS top.
Cool, man. Congratulations, dude.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the next one.
All right, thanks.